They're going to ruin every relationship that they show up for. They have to put the work in. Something has to be merit making. They can't expect their partners to fix everything for them. Somebody's making a plan to make some kind of an offer because they want to go towards peace, but they haven't done the work in the environment currently. They're still insecure. It's not going to work. Thank you, Gina. I appreciate it. I'm glad that you like the cards, babe. Leo energy as well. Cancer, Aries, Pisces, Aquarius. Something is embarrassing. In the near future, something is embarrassing. Because of somebody's forward movement or because somebody's taking control over their life. Over their own life path. Possible outcome. Yeah, something is fated. It's from the Most High. This is destiny. Somebody tried to destroy somebody's blessings and their destiny out of arrogance, bullying. Somebody's burnt out. They're not well. They're unbalanced. They're not fair. Okay, yeah, here she is. Toxic matriarch. There's a toxic mother figure. And this could be their son. Maybe a King of Wands in reverse is somebody that is ruthless, a bully. It's because something's a lie. Somebody took an offer back because they were in their ego regarding it had something to do with their mother. This could be a good-looking masculine that has a serious ego issue, and it stems from a mother wound. It stems from their matriarch. So this could be a fire sign, or this could be somebody with a fire moon. So when they get in their feelings, they get like fiery or something. Maybe somebody has a fire moon. This reminds me of my ex, y'all. He has a fire moon. I think his mother's a Gemini, too. Sagittarius, Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. Very interesting stuff. So yeah, it looks like this person is unwell. And it stems from their parents or the way they parented their child. There wasn't enough love, okay? And somebody loves themselves here. Somebody truly loves themselves. Like they would rather hang out with themselves over anyone else if they even get a hint of inauthenticity. And that's what these people were not prepared for. They didn't anticipate that. That's why somebody's able to have control over their life regardless of something being embarrassing. Regardless of somebody taking an offer back and not moving forward with them, they're still balanced. More Sagittarius energy. Earth Angel. What's in somebody's destiny, whether somebody puts energy into them or not, is balance and peace. And this energy here is not balanced or peaceful. This isn't the energy that they wanted. Okay, so we have a starseed. So that's confirmation that somebody here is not going to be out of sight. They're going to be in sight. People are going to see them. They're born to shine. They're starseed energy. Somebody here could have a North Node in Aquarius. Or they could be in Aquarius. Or just they have that energy. And it's not for fame. Fame comes with it because their energy is so like enticing. People gravitate towards it, but it's actually something that's from the Most High. It's healing. It's altruism. It's something, this is a healer, this is a light worker, and an earth angel. This is their destiny. Love, self-love. True love is in their destiny. They cannot end this for this person. They tried to destroy this. Something beautiful. I don't know why. It could have had to do with rekindling something with a... They wanted to rekindle or restore an old relationship, a King of Cups in reverse, or with a King of Cups in reverse. So they got somebody to take their offer back and rebel and not move forward with somebody and misconduct themselves. But now all that's going to happen is While somebody here is building this Ten of Pentacles, all that's going to happen is this cycle closed out, and these toxic, narcissistic energies are going to be seen by the world online or something like this. They're going to be seen as people that only care about money, not justice or fairness. Somebody didn't want somebody to see how unfair something was regarding a love connection or a partnership. And there was a father figure that was too insecure to lead. So instead, they just put down the burden and allowed this matriarch to have what they wanted. But the truth is this Emperor in reverse is extremely depressed and disconnected because of who they're with. They should definitely leave. They should leave. Get the fuck away from this person. They're a terrible human being. They're a corrupt official, or they're working with a corrupt official, or a corrupt lawyer, or a corrupt somebody. Somebody very cunning, calculative, and malicious, who doesn't abide by the laws. Toxic matriarch, y'all. And they're going to be seen this way by the world online. That all they cared about was money, or an inheritance, or something like this. They didn't want somebody to look within. They wanted somebody to be blind to something. But somebody's, like, they didn't want somebody to be investigated regarding a corrupt official and some kind of money. And something that is illegal. Well, I just blew the, I just, there it is. Okay? Sucks. If you're dealing with a psychic, you're screwed. You're screwed. Like, literally obliterating level of screwed. Yeah, obliterating. Yeah, somebody here was rigid and inflexible. They didn't want to make any sacrifices, so they didn't want somebody to get what they deserved. Well, you get what you give, babes. So, yeah. Somebody's been healing, even though this was a collapsed investment. And there's a father figure here that feels very insecure, or that was being bullied. And so they put down the burden of somebody trying to get somebody to walk away from something that they've been doing since childhood. They just disconnected. They didn't trust their better judgment about this competitive energy. It was all based on a lie, and it was unbalanced. They were trying to destroy something. And here's the King of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody very corrupt. Like illegal, criminal energy. So what do you want Gemini to know? So this is being seen. This is going to be seen. Strongest energies, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Aquarius, Aries, Leo. Heavy on the Aries, Gemini, Taurus, Libra. Okay, so last message. Oh my God, the devil. Somebody here is either stuck in a very toxic contract, or somebody here likes to dominate people and bind people to things. They're very abusive and toxic. This could be a King of Pentacles in the reverse. This could be a masculine energy. And remember, tarot is gender fluid, y'all. But this is coming off as a masculine energy that is either a Capricorn, a Taurus, or an Aries, perhaps. Somebody needs to get away from this person in order to have peace in their life. Tell me more about this King of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so this is a lover. Taurus, Gemini energy here. It has to do with money. Okay, so somebody is shacking up with... Somebody's cheating, maybe? Maybe they're with an Emperor in the reverse, but they're cheating with a King of Pentacles in the reverse due to some money. They're lovers with this person, possibly. Or this has to do with a lover and some money. And they're working in a very corrupt, illegal way, perhaps. Over money. Okay, what else is there to know? What else should this Emperor in reverse know? Regarding this matriarch in reverse. These are people that would do anything for money, y'all. They're nuts. That something's a nightmare. Has to do with an Aquarius or somebody that's born to shine. This is why somebody's stressed about somebody's balance and somebody's destiny. Look, heavy on the Aquarius, Sagittarius energy here. The reason that they did this was because it stressed them out that somebody is a starseed and an earth angel. And they're stressed because somebody wants to rekindle or restore something. But wow, y'all. Somebody tried to destroy somebody's balance and their peace. They tried to end them. This definitely ties into the energy check. Somebody, look at this. Death and an angel. Somebody wanted to end somebody, literally. They wanted them to unalive themselves or murder somebody. Dead ass for some money. For some life insurance. You failed, Gemini. Now you might go to prison for the rest of your life. Honestly, that's where you belong. Or whoever did this to you. Yeah, somebody resented what somebody did for work. Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn, Sagittarius energy or Earth energy. Yeah, they were hiding this, that they were bringing problems to somebody's work, but somebody paid attention. Somebody saw it. They could tell. They knew what was going on here. And they worked themselves out of the cold after somebody tried to trap them and make them a victim. They tried to swap something around based on a lie. Somebody left home or their stability was rocked. With somebody that they love, by somebody they love somebody. They were very passionate about somebody, but somebody didn't have boundaries. And their stability got rocked based on a lie. And somebody trying to swap something around with a corrupt official, a liar, a cunning, malicious energy, somebody that is dishonorable to say the least. Here we are again, the Magician in reverse. Somebody tried to make somebody sick and unwell. Somebody tried to block somebody due to a social dynamic. There wasn't a funeral, regardless of this immature behavior. Somebody just left this behind and turned their back on it instead. Wow. Something is very sad. Somebody doesn't want something to be seen. Something's lacking energy. Yeah. This group, this hedonistic group, this group of addicts that like to party, they don't want something to be illuminated. This is a group of hedonists. This is a cult. They don't want this to be illuminated. They wanted somebody to be blind to something. Look at all this like secretive energy, y'all. The moon, like the sun in reverse, like, yeah, somebody's healing. And they're on their new beginning, which means that this investment it was a waste of time. This King of Swords in reverse. They were investing in, okay, so somebody here literally wanted to end somebody and take out life insurance on somebody, which is highly illegal, and you're all going to prison. You're evil, whoever you are. Evil. Truly evil. Yeah, no wonder somebody's in a nightmare. And this was all because they resented somebody's job. They resented a career woman. They resented somebody that had something of value in their hands. They didn't want them to be seen. They wanted to be ostracized, unheard, bullied, left out. They wanted their foundation and their stability to be rocked. They wanted them to lose their job. All because they were in competition with somebody's plans. Like, this person probably had no idea about that, but they paid attention. Something was a lie. Somebody misconducted themselves. They wanted somebody to not have energy towards a commitment or a long-term commitment. So let's just say the job was the long-term commitment. They wanted this feminine to lose energy for it or lose desire for it. All because it bothered them to see them. It made them unwell, and it made them like... Somebody has mental issues. Seriously, severe mental issues is what I'm getting. A mother figure. Some kind of toxic matriarch. And then sadly, the husband or the emperor in reverse, instead of realizing how disturbed this is, they just like didn't have anything to do with it. Hello, your wife is literally insane. You should probably do something about it. Y'all. So that is confirmation again. Somebody is resentful towards what somebody does for work. A dysfunctional family dynamic regarding a relationship. Yes, here she is. Here she is. Somebody devoid of emotion. Somebody heartless and malicious. A liar. Somebody that gossips and talks and spreads false information. I'm getting Aquarius Pisces energy here. This is somebody from somebody's past. 6 of Cups. Somebody paid attention. They saw that somebody was trying to make somebody their victim or trap somebody. Probably using childhood wounds and stuff, dark psychology against somebody. To something very evil and sinister here. Extremely. Somebody completely misconducted themselves. They've probably killed people before, y'all. They've probably gotten people to unalive themselves before. This could be like a psychotic therapist or some kind of evil, psychopathic, sociopathic situation. Yeah, somebody's very unbalanced. They're mentally unbalanced. All right, so that is your reading, Gemini. Regardless of what this Queen of Swords in the reverse said, this could be an air sign. Something is not going to be sacrificed. It has something to do with somebody's childhood dream or memories or some kind of good nostalgic energy. Somebody pays attention. Somebody communicated this. And it's like they wouldn't stop. Yeah, they kept trying to block somebody's manifestation, block somebody's creativity, block somebody's idea, block something. They couldn't because somebody's working their way out of the cold regardless. And somebody, if this is a mother, you're deranged and your tube should be like mandatorily tied. You're nuts. Whoever you are. Could be, this is Pisces right here coming out next to air energy. I don't know. Maybe it's a Pisces Aquarius. This could be a Gemini. A Libra. Highly doubt it's a Libra. I'm getting Gemini, Aquarius, or Pisces here. Yeah. Somebody put down this burden, and now this is very embarrassing here. Because somebody's healing. The worst is over. Somebody left to go towards peace. They didn't stick around to be traumatized and taunted. They just said, fuck it, I'm leaving. Bye. Yeah. So now King of Cups in the reverse has to put down a burden. Regarding a sweetheart that sees whoever this is. This mother figure. They're looking right at him. They see right through him. They see why this King of Cups is in the reverse too. Because of this person. They see why their heart chakra is blocked. They see all of it. So that's your reading, Gemini. Somebody is seen in the worst way ever. Like some kind of mother figure is like in the hot seat right now. I'm talking about legally, spiritually, emotionally, psychologically. They're in the hot seat with all of it. It's like the worst look I've ever seen possible. Because somebody here is a Queen of Cups in the upright, a sweetheart. Somebody that maintains symbolic purity of heart and spirit. They didn't deserve this. And no, somebody can't end this person. Period. The end of story. So that's your reading, Gemini. All right, let me clear this away, y'all. At this time, I am available for personal readings in case anybody would like one. I'm going to put my information up here in a second. As well as questions. All right. Let me just put this all away. Hold on. Wow, y'all. Somebody literally tried to destroy somebody, like complete destruction. All because they didn't want to see somebody shine? What is wrong with you? You're a head case. Like to the highest level of head case that there is. That's nuts. They didn't want somebody to be seen. They wanted to put somebody's light out. That's crazy. Truly diabolical. Truly insane. Like, who do you think you are? This is somebody else's daughter. You're no mother if you're a mother. You shouldn't be one. Your kids should be taken and put somewhere else. This is somebody heinous, truly evil. Truly evil. And it all has to do with fear and insecurity. Like, what is wrong with you? That's more than fear and insecurity. That's psychopathic behavior. But it's intelligent though, because it's like that's what tells me that they might be a dark practitioner or some kind of dark psychologist. They have some kind of history or study into psychology, because they knew how to do this without being seen, but what they didn't anticipate is somebody's intuition. Sucks to be you. God set that up on purpose. Joke's on you, boo-boos. That was God. Because I'm sure this has worked before. You want to take life insurance out on your own, son's lover or your friend or whoever this is, the King of Cups in reverse, a water sign masculine. You wanted to get life insurance on their lover, or maybe you guys work together on this. Maybe you guys are like a diabolical partnership and you love scam people and then get them to off themselves so that you can get life insurance on them. I don't think so, though. I think that it's a cult, and I think that the patriarch energy knows about it, and that's why they're so messed up, because of who they married maybe, or who they're dealing with. And instead of doing the right thing and having leadership to stop this diabolical, ridiculous, whatever it is, they just like disconnect and just pretend it's not happening, or like just don't see it for what it is, go into some kind of denial state when they shouldn't, because they have, I feel like these two might have a son or something. Yes, this is about disillusionment. Something's being disillusioned about a King of Cups. A King of Cups is being disillusioned. This could be their son maybe, or about this group, about this third party, about this group. They're being disillusioned. They want to restore something with the Queen of Cups, but somebody's trying to hold them back and dominate them. A Queen of Wands in the reverse. This could be a Pisces or an Aries or a Capricorn. They're trying to hold them back and possess them. Yeah, they're trying to possess them at all costs. Somebody that's in competition with a sweetheart, their counterpart. The only one that can unblock their heart chakra and put them in the upright. They don't want this King of Cups to be happy. They care more about competing and dominating. They like to dominate. A Queen of Wands in reverse. Pisces, Aries energy. Capricorn. This is like a foul group of people. And then we have Aries, Taurus, masculine energy here. This is all going to be seen online, it's saying. So enjoy the show. Okay. Alright, you guys are fucked. Yeah, this group was in competition, or a third party, or somebody very, very harmful and exploitative. Yeah, they're being disillusioned. Whatever this is, it's so embarrassing because somebody's healing. This is a fall from grace. It's so embarrassing that somebody tried to cause problems in somebody's work. And that this is like a failed collaboration. So embarrassing. It's a fall from grace. Alright guys, so that was your reading, Gemmy Gem.